This is Fox 28 News at 10, the Coastal Source.
Welcome back. Soon, more than 2,000 National Guard troops from all around Georgia will leave their homes, families, and civilian jobs to serve a year in Afghanistan. Hundreds of soldiers from our area will be included. Savannah journalist and filmmaker Michael Jordan plans to make the trip with the troops, and he joins us now for an exclusive look at some of what they are undergoing right now. Welcome, Michael.
Pretty intense training they're going through, Jesse. Now, these are citizen soldiers. That's the word the Guard likes to use. They wear their uniforms part-time most of the time, but they're no strangers to dangerous duty in far-flung locations. The members of the 48th Infantry Brigade have already spent more than a year in Iraq in the recent past, but the training they're undergoing now will prepare them for a different kind of duty. A convoy of Georgia National Guard vehicles rumbles down a dusty dirt road in Afghanistan in the dark of night. Out of nowhere, the blast of a roadside bomb shatters the stillness, leaving soldiers scrambling to return fire and fix a broken vehicle all at the same time. This simulated attack actually took place at the Joint Readiness Training Center, or JRTC, in Fort Polk, Louisiana. Roughly 500 Georgia Guard troops are there right now, preparing for a year-long Afghanistan deployment that's just over 2 months away. The JRTC trainers have gone to great lengths to make the training realistic.
Follow me. Come on. Come on, guys.
Actual Afghan citizens play the roles of the Afghan soldiers, police officers, and villagers the Guardsmen will encounter in Afghanistan. The troops are put through their paces here, dealing with interpreters, interrogating suspects, learning to assess an ever-changing situation and do their jobs in a place where Americans often aren't wanted and can't ever let their guard down.
Why do you have a map marking your own house on your own village?
The job in Afghanistan will involve training Afghan soldiers and police officers, an essential job in a country where the government is unstable but an important ally in America's ongoing effort to turn the tide against extremists. Now, when the troops come back, they'll be undergoing more training. They're going to be back for a few days at the end of this week, and then they have to go to Fort Stewart for weapons training.
Right.
But again, it's about 2,400 soldiers statewide. And here locally, we've got 2 different companies of the 118th Field Artillery, the famed Chatham Artillery that you've heard of. Also, the Brigade Special Troops Battalion scattered all over the area. So it's a really big group of soldiers.
Now, you are traveling with them. When is that?
Not sure yet. The deployment for them starts in May.
Right.
And I hope to go with them on one of their planes. It'll be the second time in Afghanistan for me. But I think what makes this special is that these are citizen soldiers. So they're people who have civilian jobs. They're people who live in the community long term.
Right.
And I'll be working with Ashley Olmstead, your military source reporter, to show how this affects families and employers, because it leaves a really big hole in the community when they go.
Have you discussed with the military what kind of access that they will be giving you when you are with them?
Yeah, it's called an embed, as you've heard,
right,
and you're not edited.
Right.
You're not watched very closely. You're just with them the whole time, and so you pretty much have access to anything that you see.
And you did that once before. I do remember when we were both down the street.
Right.
And but you think having done it before will make this experience easier or better?
I think anytime you do something once, it makes it easier to do it again. But I think the mission in Afghanistan has changed so much that I think it'll be completely different this time than last time around.
All right, well, Michael, sounds good. Thank you very much for taking the time.
Always
we'll
good
see
to
you
see
down
you.
the road.
See you
Same
soon.
here. Sports is next. We'll be right back.